It's 2026, TVs are insane, OLED, 4K, HDR, all that. So why did I just pick up a giant heavy CRT from the 90s? Because it could do something modern TVs literally cannot, and I'm about to prove it to you.
Now, you may think that I have just nostalgia for these TVs and that's why I'm saying, but I'm gonna prove to you why CRT technology is just way better than LCD for specific reasons. I was born 2008, so CRT technology was pretty much over with. So I grew up with the LCD. Now why am I collecting old shit when it's 2026? Well, CRT technology can do a lot of things for a lot of systems.
Let me give you a little bit of insight on how a CRT works, guys. A CRT, aka the cathode ray tube, is a vacuum tube that has electron guns that emit electron beams extremely fast. These electron beams are directed and controlled to display images on a phosphorescent screen. How the beam is directed is by the deflection yoke in the tube, which is a magnet lens in the CRT, to scan electron beams both vertically and horizontally. Something I'd like to say about CRT technology that is just really cool is that my hair right here from the static is getting pulled towards the TV. That is just the coolest thing, but obviously that's nothing to do with the technology itself. So right here, I'll show you a comparison between the two. This is LCD and this is CRT. CRT has something called scan lines and it looks way better for the retro consoles. That's because back in the day, Nintendo, when they were creating this game Mario Bros. 3, they used CRTs themselves to create the game. They use the technology to base the game around of. The CRT is the heart of the game, the way it looks. This is why I bought a CRT in 2026, but I have many more reasons.
For my next reason, I'm gonna hand this off to my boy Alfonso.
You may be wondering why Logan would buy a CRT in the big 26, but when you really think about it, it does make sense. CRTs have zero latency, and latency is pretty much the time it takes for an input to make its way to the screen. You can see here we have a PS5 plugged into a modern TV, but the motherboard is shown below. Modern TVs have a lot of different types of video processing, whether it's automatic resolution, upscaling, color mapping, and much more. This video processing can cause a TV to have a little bit of input delay, especially with older systems that use AV. Let's say you're playing Minecraft and you press X to jump. That signal has to go through the system, then through the video cord, into the motherboard, and then eventually will show you jumping on the screen. Now obviously this takes milliseconds, but you can 100% feel a delay, especially in older systems. This really does depend on what you're using, because older consoles will have about 15 to 50 milliseconds of delay, while the newer consoles are optimized for the newer TVs. In this picture, we have a simple PS2 and CRT setup. CRTs back then didn't really have much for video processing, which explains why Logan has to go through so much to make different systems work right. Although it's more work to make it work right, it's better in the long run for retro gaming. When you press a button on the PS2 controller, all it has to do is send the signal through the PS2 and then display it on the TV. Because of this, CRTs are known to have no delay because there isn't any computer processing that needs to happen first. PS2s came out during the time when CRTs were at their most popular, so when you really think about it, PS2s were made to be played on a CRT. Now that you understand why CRTs are better for retro gaming, I'll hand this back to Logan.
Thank you for making a segment in my video, Alfonso. Now let me show you something that you may not know that exists. You can literally just hook up an antenna to a modern TV and watch TV that way, but that's boring. Why don't we do it like the 90s? So I bought a digital converter box.
Believe it or not, you guys, free TV still exists in 2026. Modern TV just needs one of those old antennas, but your older CRTs need digital converter boxes to turn those old analog signals into digital. My whole setup will be linked in the description. And dudes, I get like 30 channels. That's like news, movies, actual good TV shows from like the early 2000s.
Oh boy, it's time for some Super Mario. What the fuck is this?
Now this is one of the downsides of owning one of these things, is the screen issue, like the image warping from a simple setting change to actual hardware failure. Hopefully it's a simple setting change. Sometimes it's not easy to get to the settings. With Sony CRT, it's usually a button combination to get into the service menu, but with my TV, Sylvania and Emerson's, you have to solder a jumper wire right onto the board, thanks to Maximum Reaction 640A on Reddit for that information.
Free sponsorship? Yo, Chase.
Yo, what up, dude?
Yo, I got a project for you.
All right.
Right here. Oh, man, I dropped it. Awesome. Right here, these are switches. This is a remote. And what I want you to do is I want you to put a switch into this remote, maybe drum a little hole on this side, so I can put this remote in consumer mode and factory mode.
I got you, bro.
Chase is going to help me out here and solder some wire to J1 and J2 to install my switch. We found out that the switch is too thick, so we found a different switch out of an old CB radio. He is trying to find out how to solder the switch so it's set up for J1 and J2.
Okay. It's done.
You
Make
can't really
sure.
test it, but
We can.
what do you mean?
You ready?
Ready for what?
You want to see me test it?
Huh?
And now let's flip the other mode. The other mode. Either way, if you need to resolder something, you know what I'm doing. Logan, your remote's here you are.
Thank you. All right. And then,
Appreciate you, bro.
yep. Have a good one, man.
Take care, man.
Once again, go to Chase Fournier shop. If you want to get your shit repaired, do not go to me.
So yeah, this is the remote that Chase modded up for me. It is really easy to get into service mode now with the flick of a switch. The remote is set to consumer mode right now, as you can see when I flick through the menu and put in volume. Just at the flick of a switch, now I'm in factory mode. I can test color and change my screen position. Yo, thanks for watching to the end of the video, you guys. And thanks for the big support in the last video. I mean, like, 1,500 views is crazy for my third video. It would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed. Also, sorry for such a short video. I didn't plan to make this video 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I planned to show off my VHS collection, but my VCR kinda died. So I'll probably just make a short on that or something. I'm not really too sure yet. Anyways, see you in my next video, you guys.